When music moves, it shakes the world. From passion to action. Catch conversations and inspiration as we get to know emerging artists at the Ohio University's Music Industry Summit.
We are the university that finds the way to do the most unique things and the coolest things.
This is the Launchpad Podcast. Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode of the Launchpad Podcast, brought to you by Ohio University's Music Industry Summit. It is season 2, and just like the first season, this is all about highlighting the next best now. My name is David Oyuke, host and producer of the Launchpad Podcast. It's great to have you here. So like we always do, we love to give a great intro to the people that come onto this podcast. So from Cleveland, Ohio, with influences from boom bap, electronic and modern rap, our artist featured today adds witty lyricism, technical flows, humor, variety, and actually says that they are a masterclass in authenticity. I need to hit them with a classic. I change up the style, I'm rapping. I need to get in on the action. I won't make it big from hitting this wave. I gotta look for what the next. So, because they're a masterclass in authenticity, Launchpad family classes in session, I want to introduce you all to none other than Ryan Sheppard.
It's great to be here. Thank you, David.
What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm good, bro. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Nice to be here. Day's been good. Summit's been entertaining. I feel like I've picked up and learned a lot from the sessions this morning, and I'm ready to roll into the night and tomorrow. So
nice, sweet. So what we love to do is kind of like in superhero format, right? So
okay.
What's your origin story?
Okay, yeah, I like that. So a long time ago, I've always kind of had this baked into me, music, but in middle school, my librarian caught me freestyling in the library in 7th grade. And I thought I was going to be in like trouble, you know what I mean? Because it wasn't exactly clean. It wasn't exactly perfect. So he pulls me into his office, all like whatever. And he has a mic set up and GarageBand pulled up. And from that day on, for 2 years in middle school, he helped me record my first album.
Dude, that is crazy.
It was awesome. Yeah. Shout out Mr. Costello at Lakewood City School System. But he was amazing. He did a lot for me learning how to turn my ideas into like a physical product.
I think that's one of the best origin stories that I've heard on the podcast so far.
Yeah, I've been telling him since day one I was going to go up to the Grammy stage and tell him all about Mr. Costello, but the Launchpad podcast, it's close second, so.
Yeah. I don't mind being that close. That's pretty dope. Like, your librarian actually, like, sees you, and the first thing is, like, I have a place for this dude, you know.
He saw something in me for sure. It was very cool. Very awesome experience.
Yeah. Do y'all ever keep in touch? Like, when was the last time y'all actually spoke since that incident and after you left middle school?
Sparsely, but we definitely keep in touch, mainly via email and Instagram.
Yeah.
He just reached out to me recently congratulating me on the new single In My Bag, which is everywhere now. So
yeah. That's great, man. Shout out Mr. Costello.
That's it, Mr. Costello.
We need more librarians like you, my man. Let me
Yes,
just
we
tell
do.
you that. It's a place where books are. So, of course, you'd expect for creativity and artistry to actually happen. So, you know, it's pretty great.
Absolutely.
So, do you produce your own music, or are you just a writer, or like are you somebody who encompasses all of these creative crafts?
For the most part, I'm a writer. I work very closely with my very close friend and collaborator, B-Lip, who is my producer. He's been producing my last upcoming album, The Protagonist. But we find we lend what we're lacking in both departments to each other. So he helps me sharpen up my writing, and I help him define his beats a little bit, and
Yeah.
works out.
I think I like that dynamic that you just mentioned there. Like, you're both strong in certain things, and you see each other, and you're like, wait a minute, you can actually help me sharpen this, and I can help you sharpen that. How has that helped you grow as an artist?
I've been saying this since the beginning. We make things that are greater than the sum of its parts. So we've been able to point out flaws in each other's work, and iron sharpens iron. So it's been a great process up to now.
Great. So tell me about your creative process. Like, how do you move from idea to implementation? Like, do you wake up in the morning, do you cross your legs and go woosah, and then, like, all these lyrics come into your head, super science style, or is it just like, you have to struggle to actually find inspiration? What's your creative process?
It varies song by song, project by project. I do find that about halfway through the creative process, it stops being laborious, and I become less of a creative and more of a translator, taking these ideas from the ether and implementing them into how I see fit. Usually it's not super laborious. It kind of just comes to me.
Yeah.
But it varies song by song. Sometimes I'll spend days writing a verse, and sometimes I'll write my best stuff in 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. There's a line from a song that says, "Even if I put the pen down, I do this ish subconscious." Who do you think that is, Rob?
Pretty sure that's me.
It is you.
That's an old one. That's from Ego. Oh man. Yeah, you did some research. I appreciate that.
Tell me a little bit about Ego and the process of actually coming up with multiple tracks or a body of work.
Yeah, so Ego is actually my third released album. I recently went in and deleted some older stuff just to refresh in my profile. But going for a whole project from conception to release, it kind of varies. Usually it's multiple pieces of work will kind of show an underlying tone. And then once that underlying tone between my pieces of work reveals itself, I will follow the path that's laid out for me. You notice similarities and trends, and it's just kind of a snapshot or a vignette of where you're at in your life. So I record or write a bunch of songs kind of in a similar time period. Even if they're vastly different songs, they all have these underlying tones of what I'm dealing with. So highlighting those tones and following through is what makes the project.
So some of the influences that you mentioned with your music and your craft, like, it's not just hip hop, like, you're influenced by other genres. What genres are those?
Oh man, I listen to all sorts of stuff. I really like I love the Chili Peppers. I listen to a lot of country, more stadium country than I'd like to admit, but we're only human.
Yeah.
But mainly hip hop influences throughout my life. I was kind of a gatekeeper as a kid. You know what I mean? You find an artist and you hone into that and you kind of own that, and then it blocks your perspective to all the great music out there. So
Yeah.
part of my journey has been opening up my horizons.
Nice. So let's segue from that into something I call the fantastic artist.
All right.
Yeah. So the fantastic artist, I ask everybody who's on the Launchpad, if you could pick one thing from one artist and another thing from another artist and build this super overpowered artist,
Okay.
what would you pick from who?
All right. Oh man. So from a purely lyrical standpoint, being able to tie words together, I have to give that to Eminem, probably the ability to make things rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
But from a creative standpoint and being able to make these beautiful projects with underlying themes and tones that people can really resonate with, I would go Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ability to sound natural and to sound relatable to people and to speak your mind, I would give to J. Cole. And then, the presence of Mac Miller. I like the ability, somebody who can be chill, not be super egotistical or in their head all the time, doesn't overthink things, something I envy. So
That's super overpowered, man. That's super OP. But I like that. So I just want to ask, one of the first videos I saw of you was in a cypher, I think.
Listening to y'all when you listen, this song is a prison. The way that I'm sitting on bars, let me do it the way that I murder on track. So nobody get back. You don't want to get clapped. Aim for the trap.
And those raw energy, like lyricism, like you had it all. Where does that hunger come from? And is there a point in your life where you have been like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore?
absolutely. So hip hop has always been, I'm kind of just now discovering the music element of it as I grow older. It's always been a competition for me, though. It's felt competitive. Hip hop is a competitive space. It's been more like a game, where you want to sharpen your skills on paper so you can become the overpowered artist that you envy. But during that journey, there's always missteps. I remember I applied to a rap tournament through a Stevie Knight's YouTube channel like 3 or 4 years ago. I got accepted. It was 1 in 32 artists, and I advertised it, got everybody to watch it, and I lost first round so bad. This was probably 5 years ago now, but man, I remember throwing my microphone across the room, and yeah, it wasn't great spot, but I don't regret. I learned from it, and I think that the difference between somebody who takes art as a hobby and somebody who can take art as far as you can take it, can find the bright sides in all situations and learn to apply those skills moving forward. So
That was a masterclass in authenticity, sharing that story.
thank you. I
love
appreciate that. It's a difficult one to share. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing a little bit, but
But hey, these are the things that, like, they make us who we are and we grow from them, right? And if you're planning on being authentic, the things you can't hide from, right?
absolutely.
So I want you to let me know, like, and let the audience know, what are you currently working on? Let us know the secret stuff you're working on. Give us a sneak
Okay.
peek or something that you just released, whatever it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, me and B-Lip are working on the protagonist. We just released Money Moves, which is the second single. Basically, the story of Money Moves, or the story of the protagonist, is supposed to be applicable to anybody who listens. But the idea of somebody who wants to do something, and then there's an obstacle, which we refer to as the monster, whether that's, addiction issues, whether it's anxiety issues, whether it's whatever obstacle is blocking you from completing your vision, learning how to overcome that, to be the protagonist. You want to be the protagonist in your story. The world might not revolve around you, but your world revolves around you constantly. So
Yeah. Cool. Before we let you go, so there's something we always do, and we'll ask you to pitch your perfect scenario for us to help you get where you want to get to. So it's something I always want to ask, like, how can you best feel supported by the Launchpad family, by anybody checking into this podcast? So just pitch your perfect scenario. How can we help you feel best supported as an artist?
Oh man, follow my Instagram, check out my music. I couldn't do this without people in my corner backing my music and supporting my vision. So if you're watching this now, I encourage you to go click the link and check my stuff out and form your own opinion. If you hate it, tell me. If you love it, tell me. If you tell the world, all exposure is good exposure, and I just want people to hear it.
Yep. And last but not least, from everything that you've shared with us and everything that you've allowed for yourself to share with your vulnerability and your authenticity, and of course you've asked for the Launchpad family to follow all those social media channels. Sitting here right now, what would you tell young Ryan, who's just about to be picked up by Mr. Costello and taken into the place with the microphone? What would you tell that kid?
Don't stop. Every opportunity can be seized. Just make sure you work towards it. I think that the biggest halters to success is failure to try. So
I love that. I think he's developed into a pretty cool dude.
I appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode of the Launchpad podcast. As always, the work here is to highlight the next best now. We're coming to you from Ohio University for the Music Industry Summit, and we can't wait to connect with you on the next episodes as well. So stick around, and if you're not here, where are you? Thanks for watching or listening to the Launchpad podcast. Click the links in the About page to get to know more about our artists, follow their journeys, and also find out what comes next in this story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you at the next launch.